Hey y'all, we are out in the supply hut. I did a short the other day. I put it on Instagram. I put it on multiple different platforms showing the flat lay that we've been using in here. Reagan was in here doing some work. These are the shirts actually that she did right here. I got to take them into the other building in there, hang them up. And I wanted to show you because I had so many requests about it. So I'm going to show you today this flat lay. Now, I'm just going to tell you in advance. The reason I'm showing you is because I want to make sure that people don't try to do it exactly like this. I think there's probably a few changes we would make, but we are very happy with it. If I can get it out one-handed here. First of all, you know, it's big, so think about that when you make it. We were gonna make one that was collapsible or that came out from the wall, and I'll show you what I mean in just a second, but we ended up doing it this way instead because it's super light and it was something that Reagan can do. So there's our little false wall back there. So it doesn't take up too much space. It's on the back end of this right here. So it's really not taking up any space. So let's grab a couple of things really quick here. A little vintage just to have some fun. See if we can get, I might even give an example of one that it doesn't work very well on here. See what else I can find. That's fairly slick. So I think that probably won't work on this one. And let's find, oh, I don't know. That's pretty cool. I'll grab these right here and I'll show you how this thing is set up. Let's just put it over here. Get this out of the way, and I'm going to set this down. Hopefully you can hear me. I'll show you this. So first of all, you'll see on the back, well, first of all, it'll show you what it is, right? This is essentially insulation board is all it is. And it's super light. It's actually what we insulated up there on the other side of that aluminum. So, and we just decided to put these on the back. We're like, you know what, let's see if it works first before we spend a ton of money. So we took this down here and put those up there. And so far it's worked pretty good. There's a little bit of reinforcement here because these are the most vulnerable pieces of this. And you know what, I don't know how long it's gonna last, to be perfectly honest. But you know, you could take this idea and do it using something else. There's just little pin tacks here to keep the felt on. And we did it with white. And of course, that's going to be an issue. You see it's already getting a little dirty, but you know what? We're like, we'll use it for a year, change it out. Should be okay. So the original idea was to actually have a little piece coming off the wall and to pull it out and slide it down. And you know, it just became an engineering nightmare. So there you go. It stands up. The cutout here was so that you could literally walk up to it, right like that, and just place the shirt down. And that's what we've been doing, and we absolutely love it. Before I show it to you in action, let me give you a couple things here, some measurements. So there you go, 17 inches. That just allows you to walk up to it like that. Like I said, I think that's right for most people. We actually measured it for Reagan, and then I jumped in there too. You know, I'm not very tall. And I don't know, let me show you over here. Maybe this could be a little bigger and give it more stability, 8 inches. In other words, it could come out maybe to here and you can still get your feet in there, but we figured we'd give it some room. And I don't know, there's 36 inches. It's 36, it's probably 50, no, 36 and 17. So what is that, 53 inches? I'm doing my math right. So I'll give you an idea. In the width, 36 and 8. So there you go. But like I said, we chose this because it was super light. And I suppose we could put it in upside down because it would be easier to not break the legs, but then this side would get dirtier quicker. So that's why we did it that way. All right, let me show it to you in action and show you the faults. And I think I would have probably through the other side, and we still can, and maybe this is a kind of a prototype, we'll do another one, is we could insert a hook so that we could actually still hang things that slide a little bit. So you could do it with the hanger on if you wanted to, you know, but I think it looks better without the hanger. And this one needs clean, for goodness sake. But it gives you pretty good hold right there. It holds pretty darn well. I'm not going to spend forever making it perfect. You know, you could do it like These are long sleeve ones, of course. There you go. Hey, that's University of Tennessee, Chattanooga. There you go. Huh, I didn't notice that. At any rate, there you go. Or, you could do it any number of ways if you wanted to. But it should give you a pretty good idea. It holds pretty well. Now, if you get something a little bit more slick, this one's a little bit more slick, it'll still hold. You just got to make sure. And I think one way to tackle the problem of it not holding is to put another layer on the back so that you can take it off and you can make it lay down even further. And I think it would hold better. So having, different places to pull it out depending on your flat lay, I think would do better. So, and if you want something that gets the whole arms out, this isn't gonna work, but you only have so much room, I suppose. Let me try one more real quick. And this one, I think, is the one that this is the one that Reagan said had a harder time. See? Right there. But if we pulled it out, I won't be able to do it because it's going to slide off. If we pulled it out, well, I'll hold up with my leg. It might hold up a little better. This is about as slick as you're going to get. Right? And still, even that wants to slide a little bit. But putting different layers in, I think, would be the best bet. Or putting something through the other side. So hopefully that helps y'all a little bit. I think it'll look good. You have different colored backgrounds if you wanted to. You use an app and erase the background. Plus, this light has proved to be too bright for a lot of pictures, especially if it's a darker color. And so we were at least smart enough to turn off that light. It gave us a lot better options when we're doing it. Now, that doesn't look good on this camera, but it does, from different angles and stuff. But anyway, we are very happy with it so far, but I think it's a prototype, so maybe you can come up with some ideas. Maybe this can help a little bit. If on the off chance this is the first time you've seen us here, this is our smallest channel, Garage Sale Nation. We have a Commonwealth Flipper, Commonwealth Picker channels. Commonwealth Flipper might help out if you're looking for some more reselling content, but we do appreciate you stopping by. You know what, let me show you one more thing, because I know people will ask really quick, and it's a mess back here, so you gotta forgive me. Plus I gotta turn on some lights. This is our little bed. We gotta get all this out of here, but here's what it looks like in the back. So there you go. It didn't take up any extra room from right there. So I like that. And it's just easy access without having to come back, without having to store it up there. You see, that's the stuff we used right there. So, at any rate, hopefully that helps you out a bit, and we appreciate you. And look at me, I almost forgot to shout out SupplyHut.com because they sponsored this shed. And they helped us, fund the ideas and the construction and all the stuff that we do in here. So thank you, Charlie, over on SupplyHut. Code Commonwealth if you want 5% off shipping supplies.